what that means. Something's going on different here. Okay. Oh, wow. My phone just said something really weird. So, hold on, people. 1 second. I'm hoping that this. Hold on. I'm coming. Something is not right. Wait a second. Hold on, people. Hold on, people. I'm here. I have not left you. Let's go. What's going on here? All right, there we go. Okay. All right. I'm here. I had to see something. Woohoo. All right. See, we got a couple people watching the live. I don't need my glasses yet. I will, though, guys. Look at that. Yeah. I can tell you one thing. This is going to suck. If you are watching the replay, do me a favor. Give it a thumbs up. Smash that like button, folks. It's brunch with the bowl. What do we have? A beautiful quiche Lorraine. That's right. It is beautiful. A quiche Lorraine. These things here, you can get these at Trader Joe's, and you just pop them in the oven for a little while. Now, I'd rather have homemade quiche, but they got a good amount of ham in them and eggs, and not the best for a low cholesterol diet, people. But you know. All right, and also, this is gonna suck. I'm gonna eat this. I'm not gonna like it. Okay, just letting you know. What I have in my hand here, you guys can see, is a Guinness World Record, world's hottest pepper. It is. Kevin in the building. What's up, Kevin? Kevin Kono, all the way from Hawaii. All right. And so, what I want to talk about today, and I want to be very clear, because sometimes I do these videos, and I'll be honest, sometimes I'm not clear enough, or sometimes people just don't listen. I want to be very clear that this pepper, that for 12 years held the Guinness Book World Record, world's hottest peppers, was not the world's hottest pepper that whole time. Sorry. You had the ghost pepper. 12 years later, the ghost pepper took out the habanero. Okay? By the way, why is this going to suck? I'm going to tell you why. This pepper is 2 years old. My friend James grew some really awesome hops, and he came in the door with a bag of them, and he threw them in the freezer. I wanted to eat them fresh. So this is a 2-year-old frozen habanero. But with this quiche Lorraine and some hot sass, I might be able to get it down. I don't know. Well, let's get into it. So let's talk about that. So everyone said, is the habanero the world's hottest pepper? People argued no. There was people in the islands. Oh, that is so gross. Oh, I don't even know if I can eat this. It's black inside, and that's not from just the seeds being black. That's black. That's disgusting. Well, we're gonna eat some hot sauce, and we're gonna talk about that mess. Oh, I wish I had another pepper, man. Now I did eat some of the frozen ones in there. So, anyways, let's get on to the habanero. The test results on that were 500, according to Guinness, 577,000. Okay, 577,000 Scoville units on this red Savina habanero. A lot of chili heads said, no, there's no way that pepper's that hot. Some people had that pepper tested. You hearing me? They had it tested. They never got those results. And people accuse Guinness of BSing, right? Quiche is still temperature hot. Really good though. With that being said, no one ever got those test results again. It wasn't an average, and people just ran with it. Habanero, world's hottest pepper. This is, I remember, this is the 90s, okay? I knew people from Trinidad, and they said that there's a hotter pepper out there. So basically, I didn't know what they were talking about, and it's my fault. It's my fault because, honestly, I was thinking because Jeremy Fowler in the building. What's up, brother? Thank you so much for joining up. Guys, if you want to, you can join the bullpen. And the bullpen is where I'm going to be doing live streams. And some people think it's just, oh, you're not getting extra content. No, you're going to get extra content. I am going to work for the bullpen. There's going to be a lot more personal stuff. There's stuff I can't say on these public lives. There's just going to be a ton of perks. All right, cool stuff. But so anyone wants to join up, jump on. You can just go to my channel. And you can go scroll over to membership and just hit join. And it's only $5 a month. There's a lot of cool perks. You're going to have Mrs. Bull Cow Unhinged. You're going to get exclusive content before it's released to the public. You're going to get also members only live streams that will never be public. And a whole bunch of other cool stuff. So you'll see. So anyways, when these Trinidad guys are telling me, nah, man, the habanero's not the hottest pepper. Nowhere near it is. We got a hotter pepper, or we got hotter peppers in Trinidad. Me thinking that Trinidad and Jamaica are the same, and Jamaica's have the Scotch bonnet. I'm just like, nah, man. Yeah, Scotch bonnet was listed as the second hottest pepper in the world at the time, no doubt. But I didn't think they were talking about another pepper, right? What those Trinidad folks were talking about was the hottest pepper, okay? The scorpion. And I didn't know it. Of course, I'd never been there. So boom, it was in 94 till 2006. The ghost pepper comes, to the States and it makes its rounds. I think the first test, it tested over 1 million. People were like, they were losing their mind. The ghost pepper was the biggest thing. Ghost pepper wins the Guinness book as the world's hottest pepper, okay? But, you know what? Listen here, people. It wasn't the world's hottest pepper. Still wasn't, right? Then a couple other peppers slipped in there. There's some other ones that I don't know the exact SHUs or the years or whatnot, but Moruga Scorpion test at 2.2 million. And Land Race, that is the hottest pepper. Now, I've heard different stories, so I'm going to kind of maybe touch on a couple, but I'm not going to say for sure. I guess the Moruga had highs at 2 million and 2.1 and all this. And they had some good averages at some point that were looking like that. But because it wasn't consistent, those highs, there were still some coming at 1.3 and whatever. I guess the Moruga never made it. Now, the Butch T Scorpion was one that made it in. But then they, put the Reaper in, 1.6 million. That has been the king since. Guys, comment below if you know what year the Reaper got the Guinness at 1.6. But that was up until last year, and so everyone was like, the Reaper's the hottest pepper. One of the issues is, there was also a high out there. Now, Guinness didn't record that 2.2 million high, but do I believe it happened? Absolutely. I think you're right, Jeremy. I totally believe you get a 2.2 million high of Reaper, no doubt. And that's why the people that claim that Ed Curry's Pepper X could definitely not get a 2.6 high, I don't think they know what they're talking about. Now, the mustard version, I don't think could. The red version, which Tom Petropoulos showed in a picture the day after the Guinness record, kind of like, I don't know if that was a hint or what. When he showed that red pod, that was right there. That was all I need to see. I just believe myself, it's my personal opinion. I believe that Ed Curry did get some highs and or high averages with the red pod that, Pepper X, whatever. Okay? I don't believe that the green pepper made the red sauce. I've said that. And I don't believe that the green pod would test that high. I've seen people. I've had some green pods, some mustard pods that have rocked me. These people sent it away, come back at 799,000. And I've seen the test results with my own eyes. Okay? So I've had chocolates and I've had mustards that have destroyed me. One orange pod, Dragon's Breath orange, destroyed me. Just stupid hot. Definitely way worse of a burn than a Reaper, a 7-pot Primo, even a Prima Tally, okay? But where do they test that, right? Now, if I want to go around and get the most burn, the worst kind of burn, maybe I'll just pick a chocolate pod. But when you're talking about records based off of that, you're going to have to go with a red pod. And that's that. So basically, Guinness was wrong many times. So, I just hate that people, I don't know. I just hate that people are they're just so crazy about it. This was never the world's hottest pepper. You know what I'm saying? Well, you're not going to get this. Jason! Get him out of here, Jason! You're not going to see this, okay? This is a live stream that I'm doing right now on my lunch. There's going to be other content. So, there you go, Jay. But, you guys, that's the thing is, you guys watch. You'll pay, Jay. One of yous will. You'll pay the money. Trust me. I got people that troll and they watch every single video. They're the Uncle Bull Cow fan club, and so, and I love it. They give me views. They build my channel. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm trying to stay positive. You know me. Listen, my thing is this. We decided to go. So guys, anyone watching this, if you're watching it later on, we have a membership now. Something I never thought I'd do, but there's a lot of stuff, man. There was a guy that, he used to be on some of my Instagram videos, and like people were calling him a pedo and stuff. I don't think it's true, and I don't know it's true, but watching his behaviors and stuff, and there's a lot of people that come on here and come on the live and say like a lot of like dirty stuff and a lot of like homosexual, they're always saying that this just always, it's like nonstop. It's like, so to me, those people, I would assume, because I've been to prison and I grew up in New York, and I would assume that those people are always talking about stuff. They're probably what you call closet homosexuals. Like, of course, they're not going to ever admit to it and they're going to hide it, but they talk about it so much. So I see a lot of them, and And so, I'm not going to expose my wife and kids to that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I try to have a somewhat family friendly channel. Do we sometimes have people on, or sometimes like maybe a cuss word slip out of our mouth or something like that? Yeah, sometimes we talk about stuff. But I got some good content that, one of them is called My Gun Jammed. And we're going to talk about how I'm here right now alive because my gun jammed. And also, when I was eating illegal peppers. There's going to be some stuff that I'm going to do on the membership site that's not going to be on here. It is going to be extra content. Why? Because I will not do it on here. So none of my subscribers are going to miss out on anything except for some of the lives I just do on here. That's just like a lunchtime live or something like that. Those will be on there as have some deeper content and stuff. So I was really, like I said, if anyone watched the video earlier, I explained the perks and I explained some of the stuff in there. Some of the stuff that's went on in the past month. And man, when I hear people constantly talking like perverted stuff, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna try to expose my family to that. My daughter watches a lot of my videos or something, and my wife does, and it's like, I'm like, I don't trust the public, you know what I'm saying? I don't. No. So I was really gonna stop doing the live videos because of the vileness and like stuff that was going on in the comments, and then I decided, no, I'm just gonna do it like Facebook where there's friends. So if I go live on Facebook, which I don't anymore because it sucks and it buffers, I have my friends on there, right? So when I'm doing lives, like we did a public live once and stuff, and like people like threaten to rape my wife and everything, like me, it's like, look, I know people are like that. I know that they're gonna say stuff like that. I know some of them mean it, right? Especially a lot of people that troll my channel. I think a lot of them have some serious sexual issues going on. There's no question about it. The way they talk, trust me, I'm not even going to repeat none of the stuff they say. So, with that being said, I'm like, yeah, you never know. It'd probably be better to, but I still want to talk to you guys, and I absolutely love you guys. You guys are awesome, and I want to be able to interact. And I have some really cool stories, right? And, yesterday, Jeremy and Johnny Scoville and them, they said, do it, man. Get a membership. Set it up, And I'm not going to take from my regular viewers, like I said, except maybe a stupid lunch where I'm just sitting here eating something. And that would be, I don't even know. I'm going to still do those, I'm sure, but they're not that exciting, right? Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. If I have a new product, all of my reviews are still going to be on here, right? Somebody sends me a sauce, I'm going to review it on here. It's going to be public. I'm going to try to help them get sales because that's what we do. That's what we do. Geez, when I first met Johnny, I gave him a sauce and he said, I'll review it. I said, I don't want you to. I want you to enjoy it. And I want you to tell me what you think of it, right? I didn't want him thinking that I was using him to get my name out there. Nope. I just know he's a chili head, and I want him to try it. That's it. So he pushed back a little bit. He's like, no, man, I'll review it. It's what I do. I'm like, no. So 6-7 months later, I sent him a bottle of that same sauce to review. Okay, I didn't get it back then. I didn't want to be that guy, right? But once I realized that he wants to. He wants to promote me. He appreciates the gifts and stuff. And so now it's like, I've had people many times that I'll review the product. They'll get 4 or 5 sales that day from my people, right? Which is good, man. And that's what the chili community is about. And that's the way I think it should be. And people got to stop with this whole cancel culture stuff, man. I see people that they don't like somebody and they're like, don't buy nothing from them, It's like, and then they want to whine and complain. Who are you to tell them? when other people do it to them or tell people not to talk to them or not to watch their stuff. Come on, man. Come on. It's getting to a place where there's more cancel culture, more and more. And it's weird because the people that claim they're against that and they're, we're against the woke cancel culture crowd, they are the worst most of the time. It's sad. But anyway, let me look at the comments real quick. It is, Jeremy, you're right. Jay, go ahead and tell me in the comments what Johnny did to everyone. If you're talking about the September 21 stuff, I don't know. I met Johnny in September 21 very briefly. I didn't really talk to him much after that for a while. And then I talked to him, sent him some products, and then did a video with him, and people lost their minds. Oh yeah, man. I did a video with Johnny and people were attacking me, and they tried to have people not talk to me no more, and they was full on campaign just because I did a video with Johnny Scoville. And then a couple months after that, I was down at Blazing Foods, and he took a picture with me and put it up on Instagram. It was over after that. People lost their minds. Like, Johnny, come and take a picture. Yeah. Oh boy, they were freaking, yeah, man. They lost it over that one. And that's when I realized, I'm like, why are people, why do you hate me because Johnny took a picture with me? And, I know I egged it on a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what his brother did or didn't do. I don't really care because he's not somebody, I don't know him. It's like, my brother beat the shit out of half of my city. I robbed half of my city, Boycott me because of stuff my brother did. My brother was, talk about a bully? Let's talk about a bully. My brother, one of the biggest bullies I've ever met, right? He was, man. He's not no more. I mean, he's still a tough son of a gun, and trust me, 9 times out of 10, I'd be terrified of him. Now, of course, we're older. We're not going to fight or nothing, but when I say 9 times out of 10, I'd be scared of him. And we're going to talk about some of this stuff on my membership. You guys you're going to love some of the stories, man. I've had some crazy, weird stuff happen. I just pray to God that I don't glorify, or I get talking about some of it, man. I don't glorify that lifestyle. I really don't want to. I am going to talk about a lot of those stuff I've never, ever shared. But, yeah, my brother, when I say that I'm scared of my brother 9 out of 10 times, that's the truth. He's a madman. But I'm older than him, okay? And there's that 1 out of 10 times when I lose, and I go after him and he runs. So my brother knows that I am not, I'm not somebody. I'm just not, man. I'm not much of a fighter. Like I said, I've been in fights and just, and I've won some, I've lost some stuff, but it's never really been my thing. I went to Fred Villari Kung Fu Studio, and the first day of those classes, I actually did a sideways, some kind of swan kick into my friend who's kicked at the same time. That his ball at his foot hit my toes, and I jammed my toes up and was out of commission. I couldn't walk for 2 weeks. So, never learned that kind of self-defense. And, never been much of a fighter, man, So I was like, when I got older, man, I had weapons and stuff. It's like Harrison Ford, Raiders of the Lost Ark, a guy with the sword. And then me, I'm just like, pow, it's over. All right. Socia's World. You do in Pakistan have spices that can burn our mouth. That's right. You guys have the second hottest landrace pepper in the world. The Nagas and the Buchalokias. The only thing hotter than that is another landrace, the scorpion. But yeah, oh yeah, man. Yeah, I love it. I love Pakistani cuisine. I love Indian cuisine, all that stuff from over there. Love eating it. Me and Mrs. Bulkhouse just went to town. Yeah, man, you know. And Jay, to finish your question, yeah, I wasn't really around back then, you know. I remember it, but I was pretty new in the chili scene. I didn't, like I said, I met Johnny in 21. I didn't even start my channel until after I met him. You can go back and watch my videos. Actually, he's in my first video, right? So, but yeah, I don't really care about all that stuff, man. You know, everybody's got this holier than thou attitude. You know, everybody's better than the next person, and everybody else is wrong, and all this crap. I don't really care. I don't look at it like that. I look at it that I am a fallen, broken sinner, saved by God's grace. That's it, man. You know, nobody's perfect. I'm not going to do the crap I used to do. You know, I'm a Christian, so we have la normas, right? We have the rules. We have a code that we try to live by. Now, the one thing with that code is that we have somebody else that we recognize and we see them walking by that code, not perfectly, but we see them walking by that code. We have a certain mutual understanding and we have a trust, right? But not every person you're going to meet is going to be the same as you. Look at one of my best friends in the chili community, man, is always very truthful. Keith Lego, what's good? Glad to see you, man. One of my best friends in the chili community is Espacante Tomas. You know, I'm Italian, he's Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? I'm from New York, he's from Delaware. Now I live in North Carolina, he lives in Florida. Political beliefs are different, religious, I'm a Christian, he's an atheist. You know what I'm saying? One of my best friends. One of my best friends. And I would never let anyone put a freaking lay a hand on it, a hair of his, and he would do the same. So, you know, there's going to be differences and stuff. But anyway, guys, like I was saying, I did a video early. If you guys can please go back and watch it. I talk about the perks of the membership. So now I do have a membership. Keith, I think you were on Johnny's video yesterday. When I said, you know, I'm thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about it for many reasons. For many reasons. I don't have a huge following. I'm not going to make a bunch of money off it. I'm probably going to break even or lose a little bit, and that's fine. Because I'm not going to have as much content that's going to get monetized, right? I'm still going to put up my regular content, though. So I have something really cool. I am going to upload the video soon. Let me show it to you guys. Give you guys a sneak peek. This is, look at, you're getting a sneak peek, you know, without even paying me any money. These right here had me sneezing. I'm not eating any because I'm having hot sauce right now, and I'm not done with my brunch, but these are spicy freeze-dried Jell-O bombs from Linda's Fire Treats. I did a review already. I recorded it yesterday. I just never uploaded it. Candied bacon? Holy mackerel. I would love that, man. I never even thought of that spicy candied bacon. Yeah, Keith, that's something there you could probably market in the chili community. But yeah, we're gonna do some cool stuff over on my membership. So, you know, if you want to jump in, you can just go to my channel. I think where it says live shorts community. To the right of that, you scroll over, it will say membership. I think that's where you join. Or maybe, I don't know. Hey, Keith, is there anything on this live that says join? I'm just wondering. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Steve Serrano in the building. What's good, man? Wow, I'm glad to see you guys. Keith, Steve. Yeah. I see Keith on Johnny's stuff and sometimes over here. Listen, and that's another thing I want to tell people, man. I don't expect anybody to watch all my videos, right? I just watched, okay, thank you, Keith. So yeah, guys, you can just go out of the channel, go back in, click on the link, you know, just go to my channel and you can sign up. I don't remember how it happened. There was a way that I remember when Johnny first set up his membership, there was a way that people were buying memberships for people on the live video. I don't know how that works, so I really don't. I just know that if you go to the channel, you'll see it'll say join. So if you you feel that led to do so, go and join. I'm going to have some really cool content. I'm going to get real personal. A lot of you guys are really going to get to know me and kind of the stuff I've been through in my life. And it's very interesting. I mean, it is, you know. And it's I talk about stuff like this with some of my friends, right? I got a best friend that I grew up with, and we'll be on the phone till 2, 3 in the freaking morning. Oh, you want to see that? You already know. Thank you, Tyler. Yeah, that's my hair right there. I actually have some hair growing in here. I actually shaved it bald, but then I just, faded up the sides a couple days ago. So, yeah. I've been rocking the baldy for a while. Do you guys know another fact? I used to cut my own hair. I used to skin fade my own hair. Yeah, I used to be a barber. I actually had a barber shop. I didn't own the building, so but I actually rented a barber shop that my friend had owned, and no one was there. No one was there to cut hair, so I rented it from him. He let me build a recording studio in one of the back rooms of it, and so I actually had. You don't even know, that recording studio was dirt cheap to build. It was crazy. But yeah, I had a booth in there, everything, man, soundproof booth. I had my mixtapes there for sale and stuff, and had a barber shop, and I'd cut hair, and yeah, that was pretty cool. So yeah, I learned. I'm gonna tell you how I learned to cut hair was on my own. Yeah, because I remember going to the barber and getting like skin fades, and I was like, oh man, I'm spending $10 plus a tip and all this other stuff. I got clippers at home. Let me try to do it myself. And I tried, and I'm like, oh man, but the back would give me a problem. And I remember, man, I used to have my grandma do the very back. She'd go in there and stuff. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Is that the Chili Chaplain in the building? That's okay, Chili Chaplain. You don't feel like that. Like don't feel obligated. I don't want anyone to. Maybe somebody can buy you one or something. I don't know how that works. So, but Chili Chaplain, yeah, it ain't no thing. All the regular content's gonna be up. That's what I'm telling everybody. Like I said, some of these lives right here, I might replace with something like some kind of story or testimony or something like that, where I kind of want to unwind and just talk. I'm gonna just do, but all of the regular videos and still some of the live streams will be on here. Anybody sends me a product, it's gonna get reviewed. I got a couple of really great hot sauces that I've had for, I don't know, a month and a half. And so I am gonna be reviewing those. You guys will see those reviews up probably in the next couple of weeks. As you know, it's pod season. Oh, look at that, Keith. Congratulations, man. Welcome to the bullpen. Thank you so much, Keith. Appreciate you, man. And I want to shout out, Keith, Lego, Jeremy, Chase, Sip Chomper, Flamin' Jackson Collins. Yeah, me too. I am Blake Anderson in the building. What's good? Blake, I was just telling everybody I set up a channel membership, so I'm telling everybody about it. If anybody wants to join, it's $4.99 a month. They had different, you can set up levels and stuff. I don't want that, man. I do not want that. I don't want someone else to spend $10 to get extra perks and no, it's just, this is a way for me to do something that's private. People can get to know me. They can hear some of my crazy stories. They can hear, my testimony. There's going to be some really good content. And I'm gonna go, and plus, you know what? I want to show people that that by you doing that, I'm gonna, there's gonna be some cool stuff, and there's some other stuff that I can't talk about. Let's just say that there's some other things that I can't talk about that are gonna happen in the bullpen. Okay, which is gonna be really, really cool. So some of it you're gonna have to trust me on. That's all. That's all I can really say. But go ahead, Tyler. Tabasco scorpion pepper. You know what? I don't know if I've had. I think I did have a Tabasco cross with a scorpion. I know that Nick Kemp's had crossed a red bell pepper with a scorpion pepper. Oh yeah. You want to talk about something that probably wasn't easy to do? Maybe it was. I don't know. All I know is that you want to talk about something weird. He did a scorpion and a bell. That was phenomenal. So yes, and thank you everybody, man. We no matter if you subscribe or not. Yeah, get a hold of me, Keith. Send me a message on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, and let's talk. Let's see. I know that with a while back there was some. I know Sergeant Dunn was going to try to submit one of his challenges to League of Fire, and there was an issue because it was meat, and so a lot of these challenges you got to talk about the shelf life of them. So I don't know. I don't know if the candy bacon. I don't know the shelf life on it, but you got to understand something. That stuff is. It's got the nitrates, it's preserved, then it's cooked, and then it's candied. It probably has a 2-year shelf life on something like that. I'd imagine. I've only had candy bacon a couple times, and I freaking loved it, But yeah, it's awesome. All right. 7-pot Oracle. No, what is that? If you want to tell me about it before I go, I'd like to hear about that. I had an Odin pepper. Nick Kemp sent me. Wow, it's so good. A high pH for a bacon sauce? Yeah, exactly, Keith. I think you're right. Bacon jerky, yeah. Oh yeah, it probably does have a really long shelf life. All that stuff. And the only way to know of your own product is to actually take some and test it out. You know what I'm saying? No, I have seen jerky go bad. My brother actually made a jerky. I made him a whole bunch of jerk sauce, and he actually marinated. He marinated a bunch of. I don't remember if it was venison or if it was beef, but he marinated a whole bunch of it. And then he made jerky, and he was supposed to send me some, and he said, "Oh my God," he's like, "it got moldy." So I don't know what happened to that. I don't know where that went wrong. If it was something the jerk sauce reacted with the beef, or he said he had it in a Ziploc bag, like on his counter or something. I'd imagine it was probably a moisture issue. It was probably still had some moisture in it. That's most of the time how mold forms. You know what I'm saying? There's moisture, and so yeah, with that, I don't know. But I'll tell you what, let's work on that. Let's figure that one out. That's something that, listen, ain't nobody done that yet. Heck no. Yeah, they got. You're right about that. Yeah, so anybody's tuned in late, man. I'm just having some brunch here. I was gonna eat this frickin' habanero, but it's disgusting. It's black on the inside. And I was talking about when I got distracted a little bit. I was talking about the Guinness World Record. I mean, they've been wrong every time. So, and everybody's got to stop this. The people are going to war, man. On the world's highest pepper, man. I've had people threaten me. I've had people try to ruin my business because I disagree, or because I think this pepper would test higher than this, or I'd say I get a better burn off this one, but this one's probably higher in SHU. And people lose their damn minds, man. That's why I mock it, guys. I do. I mock it. I make fun of it, and I'm not making fun of anybody that's bred peppers that, if they're trying to do that or whatever the case may be. But not only Johnny, but a lot of people have said the same thing. I don't know where it comes from. They say the world's hottest pepper was probably grown in some backyard somewhere last year, and it is no longer. Okay, and yeah, yeah. So let me tell you guys a story. I will not breed peppers. I successfully, scientifically, 100% scientifically, did one, and one that was not scientific because I didn't know any better. I seen a TV Ed Curry pollinating with a paintbrush, and I went and took two different ghost peppers and pollinated, and the next year got a pepper that was definitely different, right? But still, I talked to major breeders that said you probably self-pollinate or cross-pollinated those two the way you did it, but not 100% sure. So then I tried later on that year, and I had took a Jay's, yeah, I germinated seeds in, I don't know, early October. But anyways, this was a nightmare. I never want to do it again, but I actually took, emasculated it, took off the leaves and, well, whatever you call them, the flower petals. And I took the dragon's breath pollen, right? And did the whole thing and put the jewelry bag over it. And let me tell you something. So that's the Jay's Red Dragon that the pepper sucks. The pepper sucks. And I literally don't even know if I have seeds to that thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just playing around. I'm a newbie, and I watched the Kingstar video and I did it the right way. And it took, but then I did another one after that, and I'll be honest, I don't remember what it was. It was a California Reaper with something else. California Reaper was the mother plant, and I brought it inside and set the plant on the table I had glasses on, and it was too much for me. It was way too much. So I was like, nope, but I did it, and that one also took, and then I brought the pod in. And I picked it because I was worried. Like this is a cross that took. It was a beautiful pod, and Mrs. Bullcow ate it. It was sitting on a table. It was fair game, like to her, she didn't know. And I was like, "What are you doing? That's my cross," And so yeah, so I've done the scientific method twice. I got one result that wasn't eaten by my wife, and the pepper was terrible. It was terrible. It was floral as all hell. And then, I'm like, So anyways, it's not my thing. I'm not a breeder. And, but there is a pepper, for example, that is gone. It's extinct, right? I sent some to a few people and stuff. And, they agreed with me. It's very floral. And some of them said it was stupid hot. No doubt it wasn't. Unless they kept seeds from it, which I don't care. The pepper is no more. You know what I'm saying? So I always call the mother, I don't know. I call the mother plant the one that's growing, right? So the pollen I take from the father. I don't know. I just call it the mother plant because that's what I know. That one is this. You see what I'm saying? So when I did it, oh, come on, Bean. The point of the matter is that I don't really care about the world's hottest pepper, and the hottest pepper in the world could be grown by a backyard farmer that just grew something that was cross-pollinated the year before, and boom, And this is the thing, everybody thinks it's you, me, these scientists, and you need all this stuff. Look at some of the hottest peppers out there, man. The chocolate Bula, it's accidental cross. Look at the Prima Tali, accidental cross. It's a Fatali and possibly a 7-pot Primo. No one knows for a fact, but possibly because of the tail and whatnot. Okay? Prima Tali is probably the hottest red pod that you can get your hands on, and grind it up into powder, send away for testing. It would probably come back the highest. I say probably because the NK Hellhammer is right there with it. Of course, you got Louisiana Creeper, which I've never tried, or the Omega. So as far as pods you can get your hands on, Prima Tali. I think next year Nick Kemp's is going to release the Hellhammer. Yeah, I think it'll be an F7 or F6. Maybe he'll let it loose. Now he let me grow it a couple of years ago, Of course, that's it. You know, it was just to grow, just for personal use. I gave a couple out. That's all. Anyways, guys, if you want to and you can, go sign up for the membership, the bullpen. Yeah, we named it that because a bullpen is you know, and I'll talk about me cleaning out a bullpen. Yeah, having to clean out this much compacted bull cow poo with pitchforks and very hard labor and stuff. And so, but yeah, and then after that, burying a person, carrying a person in a wooden box in an unmarked grave and burying them. And yeah, state of New York. You guys, this is some stories you're gonna hear, and they're just crazy. So that stuff's all gonna be in the members only, the bullpen. There may be a time when I see something that, you know, like some of the videos, the early release stuff, you guys will see it, members only. It'll come up. We'll put it up for the public the next day. But we are going to put out extra content, okay? So we're not going to take away from what we're doing right now, right here. So anybody wants to join, you can. And you can see the video before this and look at some of the perks and stuff. And we're just going to have a great time. I love you guys. Keith, thank you so much. Chili Chaplin, love you, brother.